What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Wes Björnsson here, representing Country Crush. Welcome to The Grip, where we talk about arm wrestling, powerlifting, and strongman. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? It's been a long time since I shot one of these one-on-one kind of videos. And I want to get back into it because I've always enjoyed this format, and I feel like this is kind of what my channel is really based on. So expect more of these deep dive, sort of me talking to you kind of videos. Okay. So today we're going to talk about something that is just happened, and it affects me personally because I'm very close friends with Paul. But the thing is it should affect you personally. I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so for those that don't know, Paul Passmore, somebody who is quickly becoming the #1 guy in the US, snapped his arm last Saturday. 3 days ago, I think, right? 4 days ago? It's a pretty rough break, but it's not one that needs surgery, thank fuck. And it's not the typical spiral fracture that we usually see in arm wrestling. I think his was called an epilogue fracture? I don't know. I think it means there was a clean sheared break as opposed to a twisting shattering. But the bottom line is that Paul has broken his right arm. He was pulling Robbie Barnett, and he had put himself in that Paul Passmore Toddzilla position where they surrender their hand and they're driving sideways. And I mean, everybody that knows Robbie knows that motherfucker is hard top roller. Got him here and was holding him and was actually starting to lose ground. I don't know if Robbie was about to lose the match. I don't know if his arm was giving out, but something in him told him to surge, and he surged up instead of the usual sideways, surged up and sort of diagonally, and Paul's arm broke. Now I'm going to show you the video. This is a warning. You're about to see an arm break video. But if you wait till after the video, I'm going to explain to you why you should watch that video. And not just watch it, you should study it. You should be watching that video over and over. Let's watch the video.
Some people say it doesn't work. Ready to go.
Alright, we're going to start rolling some of that novice right hand 160, novice right hand 160. Just a couple minutes, be ready. Here we go. We're going to start rolling some of the novice right hand 160, novice right hand 160. Just a couple minutes, be ready.
Come on, Paul! Come on, Paul!
Good match, Robbie Barnett, Paul Passmore.
Come on, Paul! Come on, Paul! Come on, Paul!
I'm sorry. I thought I had to move. I'm not moving.
Oh, he's arm broke. Arm broke.
Okay, so there it is. Paul takes it like a fucking champ. I would be crying on the floor after a break like that. So I'm seeing all over Facebook and Reddit and all the arm wrestling community places that I always frequent. Don't watch it. We shouldn't be watching this. Here's the thing. I'm not an arm break guy. There's a lot of arm wrestlers that sit around and watch videos of arm breaks. I think that shit is bad for your mentality. It creates a fear inside of you. And if you're an arm wrestler who's afraid, you're never going to be an arm wrestler who's great. Because you got to take chances, man. You got to take chances if you want to do big things. The thing is, this video is different. It's not just an arm break video, it's one of the best in the world breaking his arm. And the reason that's important is if it can happen to Paul, who's been, training for years and years, who is, I'm not kidding you, one of the strongest human beings I've ever gripped up with, then it can fucking happen to you. Now the other reason to watch this is I want it to be a pin in the map of Paul Passmore's career, because I promise you this is going to be a turning point. And I think that can be an inspirational situation for the next guy who breaks his arm. An arm break is not the end of your career, it's not the end of the world. And watching somebody like Paul snap their arm, snap it hard, it's a good snap, and then coming back and being number one again, I think that will be very important. It's going to be something that arm wrestlers who have just broke their arm can learn from, can watch as a guide. Because I promise you, I know this guy, promise you, he's going to come back and be a stronger version of himself. And that's not me sucking Paul's dick. That's from knowing the dude. I know his personality. He's going to go through a really dark time. I think he's kind of starting that period right now. There's going to be a really deep depression. And Paul's real strong-headed. He's not going to want to ask people for help. He's not going to want to ask his teammates or his wife for help. But in about 4 months, we're going to see Paul starting to train again. It's going to be light numbers. It's going to be weak stuff that new arm wrestlers are doing. But 4 months from that, we're going to see Paul beat his first high-level guy again. And then this time, in a year and a half, I think Paul will not only be back where he is, I think he will be further along on his quest to being number one. And he was already really close to that. Also, this means we're going to see a jump in his left-hand performance because, I mean, you hurt your right arm, your left arm starts getting a lot more attention, you know? So new guys, go back and watch that video. Watch the position he's in. Know that if Paul's tendons and his connective tissues and his bones can't handle that position, that your connective tissues probably can't handle that position. Everybody talks about what a freak Todzilla is, and I'm telling you, that dude's a freak. I outweigh him by 200 plus pounds, I think. And it's everything I have to pin him, and he still pins me all the time. But the thing is, all it would take for Todzilla to break his arm is for him to be in a slightly bad position one time and be letting a little extra out of his muscles and a little more load onto his bones, and then a strong SB type top roller just nobody's immune to it is I guess what I'm getting at. It's important to study that video and watch it. Don't put yourself there if you're not willing to take the risk. Now Paul, Todd, these dudes are willing to take the risk, but if you're not, don't put yourself in that position. Now I have a sub caveat that I'd like to talk about. I'm seeing a lot of the match should have been stopped. I stand firm with my belief that if you're a professional, if you have been graduated by your peers to the position of a professional arm wrestler, you've earned the right to break your arm. An amateur doesn't have that right yet. A novice obviously doesn't have that right yet. But a professional arm wrestler, if that guy is so committed to winning that match, if that match is so important to him that he'll risk his arm, then he's earned that right. The match should not have been stopped. The refs did exactly what they should have done. Paul Passmore has won 1,000 fucking matches from that position. He's one of the strongest dudes in that sort of given up wrist position, moving sideways. He's one of the strongest dudes on the planet. That's why I keep bringing up Todzilla. Him and Todzilla are the strongest two human beings on the planet in that position. And I would wager. But maybe that's a topic for a different video. I just wanted to talk about this because I keep seeing stuff like, if you're sharing this video, unfriend me, or if you're sharing this video, I'll block you. No, guys, it's the wrong mentality. We gotta study and learn from this video, because if it can happen to Paul, it can goddamn certainly happen to me or to you or to, you know, whoever. So study the video, make the video, put the video in your mind, and realize that position is dangerous, regardless of who you are. And you have to ask yourself in the match, is it worth it? If I give my wrist and drive sideways, is it worth it to me? Sometimes. Who knows? Maybe it is. Anyway, guys, I know that video is hard to watch. It's one of my closest friends in arm wrestling getting pretty seriously hurt and damaging his career, and not just his career, his his family's financial situation. So I'm going to put a link down in the description. He's got a page where you can donate, because I mean it's going to put him out of work, and Christmas is less than a month away, and Paul and Candy have kids. So if you guys got a couple extra bucks, go down and donate. It would show a lot of love for the arm wrestling community. It would mean a lot to me personally. And I promise Paul and Candy would be eternally grateful for every dollar that you can throw their way. Another thing is, guys, please don't message Paul. He's already got 10 million messages about it, prayers and all that stuff. Like, we just need to let the cat heal, and give him time, basically. Alright, guys, that's it for this video. Like I said before, I'm gonna start making these again. I enjoy these. Just talking to the camera feels good to me. And I've got a lot that I would like to say. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has happened to me personally. Some steps and some step backs in my arm wrestling career that I would like to get out on camera. But regardless, thank you for watching, guys. I'm Wes Björnsson. This is The Grip, and I hope to catch you next time.